Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today it's going to be the start of a brand new series. That is right, you heard it here. It's going to be game recommendations, and just for this video it's going to be totally accurate battle simulator. Before I get into more about the game and all the cool stuff that you're here to see, I just would like to say, if you enjoy what you see, throw a like my way. If you'd like to see more of it, subscribe so you can. And most importantly, in my opinion today, I would love if you guys could comment, give me further game recommendations that you'd love for the world to see so that I can make a video on it for the world to see. Well, a few people to see, but you get the point. It's out there. Totally accurate battle simulator. What you're here for. It's a physics engine game that you simulate battles in. You can do all types of wars. You can battle against your friends. You can battle against the campaign that it's already set up. It's really good time. There's all different ways you can do things. The creativity is pretty much limitless. And yeah, there's a lot more that I haven't said, but you'll see it. I'll cover it in this video. It's going to be brief, but as in depth as it needs to be. Alright, to start us off, here's the Sandbox, which is just the freedom mode. Build your own armies, battle them against each other. The campaign is kind of the polar opposite. It's prefabbed. You have to be strategic and think your way through it. It's a really good time. The multiplayer, it's a little weird, I won't lie, but it's a good time. If you have one other friend, you can play it against each other. There's different ways to make it more fun, but it's worth the checking out. Workshop is where people can post the custom content from below and share it with everyone else. The custom content, there's everything from creating your own units, your own campaign, your own maps, which is the map creator. The map creator allows you to place terrain and terraform freely. Alright, we're going to go right into the Sandbox here, and you can see below there's tons of different factions, and each of those are different factions with all their own units. Each unit can be placed on the field wherever you want, and I chose shield bearers in a line like this. It doesn't really matter, you can do whatever you want, however you think you can win the battle, it's the goal. I also threw them against the Vikings, just for a quick little demo battle. You will be able to see how they attack, this attacking and like how it will all go will all be the same. Sandbox, you can just choose either side. Campaign, the other side's chosen and you create your own army against it. So there's freedom always and you can do whatever you want. As you see though here during the battle, I don't think I've done it quite yet, but you can throw it, yeah, there you go, slow motion. So you can see things more clearly and see who's hitting what and slow it down so that not everything happens all at once. As you see, everything's happening. That guy died because he was hit. It's very realistic. They don't just die because of hit points randomly. It's a very well thought out physics-based battle simulator. Couldn't be happier than that. Here's a look at the campaign menu, and there's a bunch of different campaigns, but for this video and the sake of purposes, we're doing the introduction. First level. Typically, you would have a much more restricted amount of units that you could use in this battle. I personally made the mistake of not doing that. So you're not seeing what it truly is like, but it's a decent example of this is what the first level is like. You just got to beat it with what you have. The first level is not a challenge, but the whole point of it is for you to think a little bit, strategize, beat it, overcome. Another campaign level that I personally think is great is the challenge, and it makes it a little harder. It's intentionally difficult. In this run, I decided to try to just throw something together to show that it is in fact challenging, but I actually did win this one. Doesn't really matter too much. I don't really care. It's just a game. But it's pretty cool at the same time. I just used the tribal units, which are the first faction in the game. They're pretty simple, as you'd expect. I won't go over the factions, believe it or not, actually here. I'd rather you guys just check them out yourselves. There's a lot of different units, a lot of cool things to see. And if you really care to check out the game, there's plenty of other content creators who've posted videos. I've actually posted other videos of this game. So if you really want to check out more of it, you can. I'm also going to just quickly show you another feature here of possessing units. You can take them over and play as the unit. I took over the chieftain here, and it's actually, I think, the reason I won, because somehow I'm smarter than a stupid robot. But I swung my axes, I hit the dude, I win. Easy as that. It's a fun time. This is the custom content menu. You were seeing it earlier in the menu overview, but this is where you host all your things that you've made yourself, your maps and your units and all the other goodies. Here is a custom unit. I've just started it. There's a bunch of different features, including the unit base, which doesn't matter too much in my opinion, but there's also different weapons that you can choose from this massive. It's huge. It is a gargantuan list of weapons that you can select from. You can even have two weapons, one in each hand. I went with grenade launcher because I'm fancy. Here we go. Click that grenade launcher. Yeah, 2 of them. And this is the dude for now. I'm also going to give him an ability. There's so many of these as well. There's so many of everything when it comes to the customization. This is where the game really does shine. It's my favorite little part of it. Here's him in action though under the test. He's shooting his grenade launcher. He's killing things. He's probably dying himself, but you can see 2 grenade launchers, 1 man. It's fantastic. And one thing you might notice, he's a little naked. Get this, tons of clothing. So much. You can have more than one type of shirt on at the same time too, which is pretty like unheard of. Most games have pretty much hard limits on a lot of things, but this game's got no limits. It wants your creative juices to flow, including stats, and you can directly modify them, and all these things that you change will increase the amount of cost that they think that it should cost so that you can keep the game a little balanced. I find that the balancing for it is really hard. They're either super OP or weak as shit. There's no in between. But it's still there. You can create whatever you want. You can create a little dude who gets stepped on right away, or you can create a giant monster. Alright guys, here is the maps, the final part of the video, and you can create a map, you can do whatever you want with it. The creative freedom's pretty much all there. You can choose from a template and different themes, and it changes a different amount of everything. It doesn't matter too much, but here it goes. There's the large template. I'm just going to start off with a little bit of a mountain. A little dinky, stupid looking mountain. And it's pretty easy to make actually. If you look at that, the terrain editing is much easier than a lot of games that allow you to edit with the terrain. Makes it pretty easy. You just place it, it comes, it's right there, it's ready. There's different shapes that you can use, including stairs and spheres. There's also building that you can do, but I tend to steer away from it. It's not my forte, if you will put it that way. You can do a whole bunch of different things though. Really, like, totally free to do whatever you want. Sorry. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for making it this far. And if you did, comment something funny. Comment what you saw here. Comment what you didn't see here. I really appreciate it though. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And if you have any other game recommendations that you'd like me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. It's the only way you're going to get heard. I reply to all the comments. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm just starting. So as of right now, every one of you guys will be responded to. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this for you guys. And thank you for tuning in.